What is going on, guys? John Talks Giants back again, talking about our New York Football Giants. And I told you guys I wasn't going to make a preview video, but I ended up getting some free time here at work, and I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to... Been thinking about this damn team all week. Brutal loss to the Saints. Obviously, we're going to play the Eagles today. And because I can't stop thinking about this team, I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to come on here and yap about them. So here we go. Giants-Eagles are going to play tonight on Thursday Night Football. Seems like we always play this damn team on Thursday Night Football every year. And it's basically an appointment for an ass whooping every single year. The difference that I think this year is going to bring is the Eagles' offense has not been good. Not really by a long shot. And the defense has been. But the Eagles' defense is pretty much just the pass rush and one really, really good young corner in Quinyon Mitchell. So what I'm saying is that last year's defense, when we played the Eagles, it had the pass rush, then it had the linebackers playing elite, then the safeties are playing elite also. So it made it basically impossible to move the ball at all. You couldn't. Damn sure not the Giants. This year, it's really just Quinyon, and we don't have Malik Neighbors anyway. So I'm not really sure why we wouldn't just accept that Quinyon Mitchell is just going to take away whoever. We should put our worst receiver on him, and I believe that's going to be Bill Collins at this point. It would be Darius Slayton if he was healthy at this point, because, come on, bro, you're trash. But the point that I'm getting at is the Eagles' defense is good in the sense that it buckles down in the red zone. Like, you could move the ball on the Eagles' defense, just like we moved the ball on the Saints, just like we moved the ball against the Cowboys. The only defense we didn't really move the ball against was Washington, and it was because Russell Wilson was trash, and their defense up front, the Washington Redskins run defense was really good. But I digress. We need to be able to move the ball against this Eagles defense. I think we will. What we need to do, of course, is make sure we don't turn the ball over, because they do take the ball away in the red zone. We, after last week, gave the ball away in the red zone. We would have put up 30 points on that Saints defense. And I'm not saying that that's a flex by any means, but I also don't think I don't think this team is as down bad as everybody wants to say. The sky's falling. Guys, this defense doesn't give up points, okay? Even last week against New Orleans, we gave up 24 points, and 7 of them were the direct cause of a Cam Scatterboo fumble, returned 87 yards for a touchdown. So it's basically 17 points to the Saints on the road. Now, it's Spencer Rattler, and I'm not saying that it was an elite defensive job at all, but what I'm saying is this defense is not awful. This defense is not trash. This defense is actually good on first down. This defense is good when we have a chance to just get after the rusher. Now, what I'm concerned about tonight is that goofball. That fucking goofball, number 26, who hasn't done much of anything this year. He caught a wheel route, for a touchdown last week, but on the ground, he hasn't really done much. Cam Scatterboo statistically isn't far off. So what are we doing? Well, my biggest concern is if Doofy doesn't get this defense locked in tonight, and if we don't do something about actually stopping the run, our offense will be on the field for about 20 minutes total, if we're lucky. Because Jalen Hurts is so mid. They're just going to give the ball to the running back and let their line push us. We've seen it a million times, guys. Jalen Hurts will throw for 140 yards in the whole game. He'll have about a touchdown or two passing because it'll be a goal line situation to Goddard. And he'll probably have another rushing touchdown because of the lovely goal line. Saquon will get his other touchdown. This will be the same thing as when we played them last week. The only difference is that our pass rush, if we're able to stop them from running the ball, we'll be able to take over. We don't have Azeez Ojulari wearing 51 anymore. We have Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter! We have Kayvon Thibodeau finally playing up to the level that the rest of you haters wanted him to play to, even though I saw it. You guys are still talking about some breakout game season. He had 11 and a half sacks before he got hurt last year. He fucking broke his hand. He still had 5.5 sacks last year. How many sacks did Azeez Ojulari have last year? But you guys loved Azeez. I loved Azeez, but he's not here anymore. So I need you guys to actually start giving our players some love. Brian Burns has 5 sacks. I think that's good enough for 3rd in the league. Nick Bonito is just a stud, man. I don't know how he has 7 sacks, but that's besides the point. Our pass rush, if our run defense is just average tonight, average, our pass rush is going to destroy Jalen Hurts. It will. I don't want to hear about the receivers. I don't want to hear about Dallas Goedert. I've seen Jalen Hurts get abused by our pass rush before, and he'll throw dumb passes. He'll throw dumb interceptions. Hasn't thrown an interception all year. Wouldn't it just be poetic if tonight Saquon wants to drop that goofy-ass documentary? Saquon wants to talk shit. He wants to bash his team. Jalen Hurts is in there. And Jalen Hurts is a great person, man. Everything that you're going to hear me say about Jalen Hurts, as far as how much I hate him, is about the player. The player is overrated as fuck. He's a fucking game manager, and he's completely carried by that rest of that loaded offense in the team. And I hate giving Eagles fans and Eagles anything credit for anything. I really do. But I'm also not going to sit up here and just say stupid shit and make stuff up that isn't true. Cordell Flott actually plays A.J. Brown pretty well. Look that up. There's tape of him running in phase with this same quarterback. Now, the problem is, if we're playing man coverage, because Doofy calls man coverage all the time, if he's not putting our defensive backs in a situation to be on punt return, playing corner, he plays man. That's it. And there's no disguising it. Nothing. So if we can't get this pass rush to get there, guys, we have no shot tonight. And I know a lot of you already think that. I still think we can win. I think we're going to cover whatever the spread is. I think the last time I saw the spread, it was like 7.5. I think we're going to cover it. I think it's been one of those games. We didn't turn the ball over against the Chargers. We beat the Chargers. You guys are making it seem like we beat the Jets for our first win of the season. We've already beaten a team equal to, if not as good as the Eagles have been this year at home. So I'm not pressed about that. What I'm pressed about is about 3 or 4 things. Doofy, Shane Bowen, Deontay Banks. I'm concerned about Darius Muasau, and I'm concerned about DJ Davidson and or Roy Robertson Harris at run defense. Everything else is there to be taken advantage of defensively. So there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to hold this offense that hasn't done shit this year anyway, really, to maybe 10 points in the first half, if not less, 13 maybe. And the end of the game, they should have no more than 24 points. And if that's the case, and I think it can be, the Giants are going to win this game. And we're going to win this game because they're already pressing. They're having team meetings together. Guys, the Eagles weren't doing nothing like that last year. A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts are at each other's throats. I wouldn't be surprised if A.J. Brown is traded before the end of the season because they're not going to put up with that shit all year, especially if the Eagles are winning. They're not. Because what's going to happen? If they keep putting up with A.J. Brown's bullshit, and Devontae Smith to a certain extent, but A.J. Brown's really the one blabbing. And I have a lot of respect for both receivers. They're studs. But when a quarterback is clearly content, and he should be, when Jalen Hurts is content, not doing much, letting the offense go as long as the defense can carry them and they're winning, that's what they're going to do. And they should. All right? But if they're going to start forcing shit, and the rift between Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown continues to, they're going to trade him, knowing Howie and the Eagles. God damn it, I hate even giving the fucking fuckers credit for it, but what I would see them do, they're going to trade him. They're going to trade him to a team desperate. Guys, Devon Vele got a third or fourth round pick. A.J. Brown's getting at least a first and maybe a second along with it because Howie's going to completely, oh my God. The point is, they're going to have to do something if and when their offense doesn't get going. Because I don't care. I'm here to tell you, I don't care what they do tonight. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith could have a crazy big game. If they don't put the game out of reach early, it won't matter what numbers they put up. Because everyone else, all the Eagles fans are already on the side of, we just want to win, and they should. But if you're going to put stats up, You're going to lose the confidence going, and things are going to fall apart. This is not that different than whenever they went 10-1 to start the year, and then it all fell apart, guys. I'm telling you that. So I'm telling you, Jackson Dart, don't turn the ball over. I don't think he will. The interception was on a stopped route from a rookie receiver, picked. Then there was a fourth down where he basically just threw it up for another receiver, not even attack the ball, picked. And he had a one egregious fumble that you can't have. Jackson Dart will limit his turnovers tonight. He might have one, I think, but I don't think he'll even have that. Scatterboo is not a fumbler. He'll clean that up. Darius Slayton ain't playing tonight, so we don't have to worry about his bum ass. I think Theo Johnson has a good match. I don't care what the Eagles linebacker is. I like Theo Johnson to win the matchup. I just do. And that's no disrespect to Vaughn, but Theo Johnson got something for you. So we got Cam Scatterboo going. Tyrone Tracy comes back tonight. Theo Johnson get going. Wandale in the slot. I don't care if you want to put Keely Ringo or you want to put whatever. You want to bring Adoree Jackson back. Wandale Robinson got something for that. It'll just be on Jackson Dart to actually want to throw the ball to our little guy or not, right? So I'm here to tell you, I think we're going to upset this team. I think the fact that they play us twice in 3 weeks, I think it's entirely reasonable to expect that the Eagles are probably going to expect to just come down on into New Jersey, get on the fucking train, come down and put foots in us. Why wouldn't they expect that? They're the Eagles and we've been the Giants for the last 10 years that I've been a fan. We've had 2 playoff years, guys. So with that being said, pressure Jalen Hurts, force turnovers defense, stop the run minimum. If Saquon doesn't go for 100 yards rushing, we're winning this game. Okay? So with all that being said, I'm going to say that we're going to keep it close defensively, especially for the first half. We always do this. How many times have we had primetime games? We did it against the Chiefs earlier this year. We did it against the Browns last year. We keep the games close, and then 1 or 2 plays happen, usually with Daniel Jones or an offensive lineman or a fumble or a drop. That's how we lose games. So I'm sorry. Maybe it's the optimist in me. I'm saying the Giants are going to do all of that. We're going to keep the game close. The game's going to be one of those, it might even be a boring game where you're kind of like, geez, the Eagles aren't getting anything going, and the Giants are hanging in it. That's what's going to happen. And then most likely, no, man. Fuck it. Giants are going to win 21-17. Let's go. And guess what? If I'm wrong and it ain't 21-17 or we lose, you'll be hearing from me getting on this phone, getting on this camera, getting on this YouTube channel, getting on my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, the Unfiltered One on Twitter. I'll have it in the description. But you will see me getting back on this program and calling for a certain man's job, and I don't even want to do it. He's been my guy. But watching a certain other player in Indiana balling, and if we continue to not be able to beat the Eagles after tonight, we're going to have some conversations. Let's go, Giants. 21-17, let's go. 2-4. Got to have some fucking hope, guys. Let's go, Giants. Follow me, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. I'm out.